This is my after dinner speech, and my name is John Mulvihill. So I have two court cases and one phobia that I'm going to talk about in this after dinner speech. So the first court case is about a man who stole Dolphins gear from the stadium. So his name was Nelson Walker, and he was a Dolphins fan at a Dolphins game. And him and a friend were caught stealing a Dolphins jersey and a hat, and they shoved it in their pants. And so they both got charged with third degree theft. And so when he came to court, he actually wore another Dolphins jersey. And I thought it was quite funny that he came to court with a Dolphins jersey on when he got caught stealing one. And he says that it wasn't the one that he stole and that he just got picked up on the way to court in that shirt. And so now he's actually banned from the Dolphin Stadium for the rest of his life for this. So, and the other court case is about McDonald's coffee and how there was a lady that got some coffee, and she was sitting in her car in park, and the coffee actually spilled on her legs, and it burned her legs and thighs and other areas, and she spent a week in the hospital. So the temperature of the coffee was between 180 and 190 degrees, and that the normal coffee range is between 150 and 160 degrees Fahrenheit. And so obviously the temperature was above the manual and average coffee temperature. So that's quite unfortunate that it was that hot. And they knew, obviously, they've had many claims against their company for over 10 years that the coffee has been too hot and people have been getting burnt by the coffee. So now McDonald's lowers their coffee temperature. So the plaintiff in this court case was 79-year-old Stella Lieback. And like I said earlier, she spent a week in the hospital from these burns. And also her daughter had to take care of her for 3 weeks after she got out of the hospital as well. So there was a lot of time spent in pain for Mrs. Lieback here. And so eventually during the court case, the party settled on $640,000 settlement for Mrs. Lieback. And they originally had sued McDonald's for approximately $2 million. So it was quite a lot of money involved in this court case. And finally, a phobia. So somnophobia is the fear of going to sleep and sleeping in general. So somnophobia causes extreme anxiety and fear around the thought of going to bed. With somnophobia, as with all phobias, it affects like your daily life and activities and overall well-being. And we all know that if you don't get enough sleep, eventually you're gonna start wearing down, tired all the time, drowsy. And especially with somnophobia, you come into the problem of dying if you just do not sleep for weeks on end. That has to be the end result. So many people have this disorder, and some of the reasons why is because many people think they might die in their sleep. Post-traumatic stress disorder, where you rethink some things that have traumatized you in your life. Sleep paralysis, which you wake up and you can't move your body and anything. And then also nightmare disorders, which you have vivid nightmares that feel realistic and can really cause you to not have a good sleep. And here are my sources as well. Thank you.